today's show are the Executive Director of the Michigan Council of Women in Technology, Arletta Caldwell, and from Consumers Energy and a board member of the council, Christine Shook. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Dr. Caldwell,
Yes.
in from Southfield, where you're headquartered.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about what is the Michigan Council of Women in Technology.
I'll be more than happy to. Michigan Council of Women in Technology. We started in 2000 when a group of women who were working in IT, they felt alone. And so they got together as support for each other, but realized that more women and girls need to know about technology. So they incorporated in 2004. So for over 20 years, our mission is to inspire and grow women and girls into technology. So what we have, we call a life cycle model. We have programs that go from grades 3 all the way to retirement. And every program that we have, it increase awareness in technology, provides support, and we just love what we're doing. And we just want to get the word out about what we're doing at MCWT.
Nice. Is it working?
It's working. Our goal is to be the #1 state for women and girls in technology. Right now we're like 21 to 24% of women in technology, and we want to push that needle closer to where women are 50% of the population. And we work very hard at it, and we have a wonderful group of volunteers and supporters that help us with that endeavor.
I remember when robotics was in its infancy, it was all boys, in schools, but that's changed. And I think
It is.
consumers, you've been pushing
We have been.
for inclusion in robotics.
Yes, and at the last, in fact, the last robotics event, there was an all-girls robotics team, which was wonderful to see, and they were one of our top placers.
You've got, as part of your mission, all kinds of programs and events. And what about educational opportunities? Is it harder for girls and women to get opportunities in education and in scholarships in tech education?
It's not difficult. We did research in 2019. The problem we have is women and girls feel alienated and afraid. For instance, MCWT, we offer a scholarship. And one of the things I love about our scholarship is renewable, but we offer the girls a mentor. And that's the key thing with women and girls in technology, because they feel alienated and alone. We offer support. We have a person who's working in IT, and they mentor them throughout whatever they're doing. So the girls that win our scholarships have a mentor with them for 4 years.
I remember talking to a friend who was interested in nursing a boy when I was younger, and he was hesitant to explore that because it was primarily female. Do you find, are there girls and women that feel like there's a wall to entry because they're female?
Yes, and that's what we want to eradicate. That's one of our major goals, to increase that awareness, to know that's not a barrier. In MCWT, we're statewide. We will support you in that endeavor. So don't ever feel like you're alone as long as MCWT is around.
And coming up, you've got an event, and that's one of the reasons we wanted you to come in today to talk about a meetup event. What's going to happen?
I can speak to that.
Yes.
So one of the things that we want to do again with MCWT is to become the #1 state for women and girls in technology. We have to be more inclusive of our hometowns outside of Metro Detroit, where MCWT kind of grew up. So one of our primary efforts right now is to expand our reach, and the Jackson Meetup is one of those ways. So at the meetup, we're featuring one of our homegrown techpreneurs, Kim Gomez, and she'll speak to her experiences and help us inspire the women that'll be at that event. But in addition to that, we're going to have some fun networking activities so that we local Jackson women in tech and college students that are coming out of a college graduate program in tech or an undergraduate program in tech can get to know the women in our own community so that we can support one another.
I feel like Jackson has a lot of women in leadership positions.
Yes.
We've got a lot of CEOs.
We do.
We were talking before the show about Patty Poppy, who
Yes.
was the CEO of your company
Yes.
for a while. Having women in leadership positions, that's
Right.
going to be a big plus to furthering your mission.
It is.
Yes.
I-
Go ahead.
I was going to add, it's also really important in one of our programs with MCWT is recognizing that we can't do it alone. We also need our male allies. So last year we started a male allyship program and recognizing that, hey, all of the guys have to help us grow us as women, because there are not just our allies and advocates, but they help support us. And in some cases where there aren't a lot of women in the boardroom or in higher level technology roles, they can help be a voice for us as well as partner with us and be allies for the growth and expansion of women in tech careers.
So Arletta, if someone wants to either gain mentoring or be a mentor, do you have programs that do the matchup?
Oh, definitely. All of our programs have some type of mentor component. If they go to www.mcwt.org, they can get information about membership and volunteering.
What's your background? Did you have a tech career before this?
I've been in tech, because I always say tech is everywhere, but my background's in nonprofit management. But I've taught tech and everything as part of being a community developer, because we're in the technology age. So, yeah, 30 years.
And Christine, what's your job at Consumers Energy?
I currently am in a position, I'm a director of an architecture group, an architecture team.
Oh.
But prior to that, I'm actually a career pivot into technology. I started my career in technology about 7 years ago, but prior to that, I was more in an engineering role, which is still STEM related, but now I'm directly working in technology, so that's grown my passion for this organization.
Well, the T in STEAM is technology,
Yeah.
but it sounds very limiting when you just say technology. What are the areas, like career-wise, that fit in the technology, under the technology umbrella?
Well, see, that's the misnomer, because like I said, I was a nonprofit, so I'm a teacher too, so I've actually taught digital literacy.
Technology.
Right, and so technology in this era is intertwined in everything. We tell girls, if you want to be a fashion designer, there's still some technology components in there, and you can make a great career. That's the thing too, technology careers means more money typically. So we don't want anybody to feel like I can't do technology, because that's not true. Yeah.
Robotics, we talked about that being one of the entries that's obvious in school. So what other programs or what other things are you guys involved with school-age kids to help with that path?
Web design competition, we teach them how to use, make their own websites. We're teaching Hack It. We have a Hack It competition where they learn how to hack it. Again,
Hack?
yes, hack it. You
Hacking.
actually
Like
become a
Break
hacker.
into the
careers.
hospital?
Yeah, cybersecurity.
We will do
Yes.
that.
Well, there's an ethical hacking. We teach that. And all components of it, problem solving using technology. We have some girls right now. We have about, I think it's 17 teams that's competing, doing technology quests, and the ones who win can actually win money. That's rolling up right now. The girls do learn how to code, and so we give them all the rudimentary foundational things they need to know in technology. A big one, artificial intelligence, we're looking at more in cybersecurity, because those are the two hot topics right now.
Now, you as a company, you already have a lot of programs that are encouraging women to come on board in
Yes.
technology.
We do.
For other companies that maybe they're thinking, wow, we don't want to miss the boat, how do we get in?
Well, I think there's a few different ways.
Yes.
One, get involved in our programming as a volunteer to learn what we're more about. Two, there's always opportunities to become a financial supporter, like Consumers Energy is, to help support the different MCWT programs that we have. But then additionally, look for ways to mentor girls in technology, whether it's at the elementary school level, the high school level, or college-aged women seeking a career in technology. But especially at the elementary school level, if we can get to those young ladies early and help them understand that a career in technology doesn't necessarily mean coding or development at a computer. It's a lot of problem solving, data and analytics, it translates into engineering careers nowadays, and our scholarship program covers that. There's lots of ways for those corporations to get involved, and we need them.
Yes.
So the goal is to become, you want to be in the #1 state when it comes to tech inclusion. And for a economic development, from an economic development standpoint, how does that translate into attracting talent and business to the state?
Well, one thing is, because if you read the research, particularly for Michigan, we're having a population loss. But we also have a demand for tech, the tech sector. So we have this disconnect. So MCWT want to bridge that disconnect and help. There's some women out there who want to pivot into technology and don't know how. MCWT has a Reignite program that we're helping women learn, get a tech certification, work with their workforce skills, and give them an opportunity to get in front of our corporations and our supporters, so they can get a job in technology and stay in Michigan. So we think that what we want to do aligns greatly with the state of Michigan's goals.
All right. You can learn more about the institute, the council, by going to this event.
Yes.
Definitely, yes.
Just show up, register first.
Please register.
Yes.
And it's at Lean Rocket Lab across the street here on just under 2 weeks.
Yes. And there's no cost for the event. It's free to attendees.
Refreshments?
Yes, there will be some light refreshments.
Awesome.
Yes.
Great to have you guys here. Thanks for being
Thank you both
Thank
for
you
having
for
us.
having us. Yes.
You bet. And they'll be back at Lean Rocket Lab on May 21st. Executive Director of the Michigan Council of Women in Technology, Dr. Arletta Caldwell, and Council Member and from Consumers Energy, Christine Shook.